What up? Welcome to Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective. I don't have a specific reason for making this live. The only thing that I wanted to do is make this live as a test because I finally got a new phone. My old phone was on its last leg. The front is cracked up and the back is cracked up, and the audio, it's scuffed and chipped. The audio just wasn't working, as you guys would tell me every live. Hey Mark, we can't hear you, and it's buffering and all this other stuff. So I finally was like, you know what, I kept saying I'm going to get one when I have the money to get one, but you know, I'm not gonna soon just have extra money to pay for a new phone. So I had to just put it on the credit card. What good is having a phone if it doesn't work, right? So now I have a phone that seems to be working well, seems to be working pretty well. And because the phone is working well, it's going to cause me less problems when I do my work on it, especially when I'm doing this, because honestly, at this point in time, we spend more time with the phones using apps and stuff versus making phone calls, because I think that the phone was mostly pretty good with making calls, but this extra stuff wasn't that good with that. I don't have too much Big Brother stuff to talk about when I'm thinking about it, because I did not watch a ton of the feeds yesterday, but I do remember, or I did see like a few things on the feeds yesterday, and it seemed like there was some slight, I don't know, I don't want to call it conflict, but there was a little bit of problems between Ashley and Mickey. Hi. Because Ashley and Mickey, because Ashley and Mickey had different ideas on who that third nominee, the veto replacement, should be. I think, who did Mickey want? I mean, Ashley. I think Ashley had suggested, I don't remember, Lauren, Vinny. I can't remember. Somebody will remember, but she suggested that third person have been somebody else, and Mickey feels convinced that Jimmy was the right choice, but I still feel the same way that I feel about the Jimmy selection. I think that it wasn't the right time and it wasn't the right person. And then I don't like this notion of people being scared to make certain picks based on Riley's threats and Riley's reactions. Though, like I said, I understand it, because the thing about the house is, the thing about just being in a Big Brother house in general, it's not like Survivor, it's not like a challenge house, you know. It's something where you get somebody upset and you got to spend at least the week with them. And I say at least because it's not a strong possibility, but it is somewhat of a possibility of Jimmy and Keanu coming back, which would be an absolute nightmare. So you have to think about, when you're making that replacement nom, you have to think about the person that you're gonna, out of the three, there's gonna be three people. So now, because of this new Big Brother, this new thing they're doing with Big Brother, most likely, we've seen so far, that everybody has had to make at least 4 choices. They've had to make at least 4 choices for HOH. I mean for noms. And at least 3, but we've seen every week that somebody has won the veto and taken themselves off so far. So they have to make 4 choices. So my thing is, at some point they got to start adjusting their strategy. They got to start saying, okay, I have to put up a combination of people who I want to go and I don't want to go. I would say when you only had to make 2 selections, it's simple because it was like one person is my target and one person is my pawn. I feel like with 3 selections, I feel like you gotta select, maybe you gotta select 2 targets. Maybe you even got to get creative with it and select 1 pawn and 2 targets, high squiggly, and then 1 pawn and 2 targets, and then if one of the 2 targets take themselves down, you now select another pawn. No, it's even that is complicated. Even that is complicated. I guess you have to select at least 2 people at a time who you consider expendable to you. And then if one of the 2 people who are expendable take themselves down, you have a backup person in mind who is also dispensable. I think dispensable is the word that I was thinking of the first time, even though I think both of those words apply to what I'm saying. I think dispensable was the specific one that I was trying to get figured out. Trying to think to myself whether I want to take this route or whether I want to switch routes. But anyways, like I said, my main purpose of this was just to make sure the audio and video is good. I'm going to check later since nobody has really confirmed. I'm going to look at the video later and figure out if that is accurate. But in the meantime, if you have not done so yet, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank you all. Enjoy your day.